For the first part of question number 3 in the 2012 macro free response, we have Anderson Land, and they want us to draw the ASAD graph here for Anderson Land in long-run equilibrium and full employment, and they tell us that in the short run nominal wages are fixed. So we're just going to draw long-run aggregate supply, and they tell us to use Y1, and that is equal to our natural rate of unemployment and full employment, the NAIRU, non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment, potential output, and Y1 are one and the same since we're in equilibrium. The short-run aggregate supply curve looks like this, and aggregate demand looks like that. And this is going to be called PL, or price level 1, and then that completes part A of number 3. Then in part B, they want to show the effect of an increase in exports on our graph, and so we want to label the new price level and output Y2 PL2. So if exports increase, exports of course is a component of aggregate demand, so aggregate demand would increase, shift to the right, call it AD2. Our new output Y2, our new price level PL2. So that completes part B of number 3. Then in part C, based on our answer in B, what is the impact of higher exports on real wages in the short run? Well, as you can see, nominal wages are affected by price level changes, whereas real wages are not. So it's like real wages plus inflation gives us nominal wages. So since they told us that nominal wages were fixed, they didn't go up. So if you were getting paid $30,000, your paycheck still says $30,000. However, since the price level has risen, you are paying higher prices for all the things you buy, and in real terms, your real wages have fallen. You can't afford to buy as many things as you did in the past. Let's see, then the last part of 3 is D, and they say as a result of the increase in exports, export-oriented industries in Anderson Land increase expenditures on new container ships and equipment. What component of aggregate demand will change? Well, that would represent investment I, because you're investing in capital resources, machinery, tools, equipment, buildings, that kind of thing, man-made aids for production. And so that's represented by investment, the I component of aggregate demand. And then they want to know the impact on our long-run aggregate supply. Remember that our long-run aggregate supply, the location of it depends on available resources and technology, and it can change over time. In particular, when we have economic growth with increases in capital, like these kinds of capital resources, you would see a shift to the right or an increase in the long-run aggregate supply. Our ability to produce goods and services is now greater than it was before.